Namaste, namaste, my brothers and sisters. Here we are for the continuum of the sharings. And in this sharing, we'll be sharing emotions lead us on a wild goose chase until we learn how to master the emotion and to allow the thought to continue to disperse, to allow it to go, to accept the feeling of the pains that we feel and feel them fully. Confronting the fears that we fear straight on is how we transcend those fears. We are conditioned to believe that if we have any sort of pain or suffering, that there is ways to, from the external plane, rectify that by taking different types of substitutes and substances to curb the suffering. As I shared in my prior sharing, I immersed myself deeply in curbing the pain for years of striving to conquer the material plane when all around me I had abundance. And yet, I didn't acknowledge the abundance I had because I was so blinded on what material I had, by my material possessions defining me, being my definition. And the universe kept sending me sign after sign after sign saying, look at what these definitions do. Look at how they lock you down. And I kept within saying, I know these aren't me. This isn't me. If I could just clear and show my essence, these definitions and the way I was perceived would be changed by the outside world. Though the answer was within. Though it was my perception I must and needed to change. I had to relinquish the control of trying to control what the external world was dealing me. For the whole time it was guiding me. It was guiding me. And I was fighting the guidance. I was trying to control what is uncontrollable. In my relationships in the past, I believed that I could control the destiny of the relationship by doing certain things and being a certain type of person and representing myself a certain way or voicing my disdain in what my girlfriend or whoever was around me was doing so I could be able to show that I was in control. Though that was me just cuffing myself and barring myself further and further away from my essence. For without allowing the freedom of all to be free, you will never be free. With any type of judgment on another, we only judge ourselves immensely. And every time feeling that I knew this guilt that I had for voicing my distrust in another, my expectations of another, I suffered for it. And what would I do? I'd have a drink. I'd go drink. And I'd numb myself to a point where I just did whatever I felt like doing. Getting myself deeper and deeper into the illusion, deeper into suffering, bringing my immune system down and bringing myself to a state of delusion, a state of pain, a state of sadness. Though the universe continues to guide you in perfection, the infinite all is always at work. And when you allow yourself to feel those pains and you say, where is this pain stemming from? And you realize and you acknowledge it. Yes, I said this wrong. Yes, I cannot control that. All I can do is be in control of the way I react. And if I speak honestly from my heart for the reasons I feel this way, then I align with truth. And the truth will be received to free whatever pains or whatever within I am suppressing. When you speak in truth, it is always received with open arms. As the prior sharings that we've shared, and it has been said that the truth, even though it may make you sad, is always better than a lie. And the truth continued that when you release control and you go within and find the peace within and recognize the essence that with control you tried to keep hidden from you, you realize that the control that you have always sought has always been at work for you. The key to happiness lies within your own being. Your experience that you are experiencing is here to provide you the nourishment for you to blossom. To try to control another or try to control your destiny, you will feel the compensation. Many will say, yes, I controlled how hard I worked and I stayed persistent, but everyone will acknowledge that deep, deep within, that the true happiness came when they allowed and believed in their own abilities, believed in their own limitless essence, believed that they could. That's it. Believing that you can. Lovingly, honestly, truthfully. And to see yourself blossom in brilliance, in your own divine nature, is when you see yourself clearly. And you cannot see yourself clearly if you do not first clear the way you think. Because one emotion or one thought can take you for a ride, as we have acknowledged. And you can suppress it day and day after each other, over and over, and then you start seeing a repetition. Then you start seeing a dependence. I see many that say, this helps me, this keeps me calm, this substance is it's so freeing. Find it in you first. Then allow yourself to take the journey of whatever you divinely feel. But you will be amazed at what falls away and what becomes unnecessary when you awaken to your essence.